The guy right now who is Julio, the guy who just made the Mariners opening day roster. As a young kid, I really enjoyed getting the opportunity to talk to him while I was down there. And then, my gosh, did he just do everything you would ever ask of anyone. An OPS over 1,300. The numbers were ridiculous. And joining me right now, Julio Rodriguez. Congratulations, man. What a day for you.
Thank you so much, man. You know, a dream. It's a dream day to me today. Just seeing and realize. It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Who told you?
Skip. Skip told me, so we had a little talk in his office.
So he calls you in, and what are you thinking as he calls you in?
I mean, honestly, it was like either we up or something else. I don't know. So that's what's going through my head. And whenever I saw this little smile on his face when he saw me, I was like, okay, I think he's out.
He's not. He didn't try to pull a game with you or anything. He didn't try to make you think that he was going to send you down. He just straight up told you.
Nah, he was talking to me, asking how I felt with my sprint training, and I said I felt pretty good. I felt pretty good with the work I did, and he said he thought I was ready. He thought I was ready, and I feel it too.
Who's the first person you called?
I called my dad. I called my dad and my mom. It was within minutes, both of them. So, yeah, those were my first two calls.
Were they crying?
They were really happy, man. They were really happy. You know, they put like a lot of work. They helped me out with everything. They pushed me to be better all the time too. And I just feel like there's a lot of years in the making. So seeing these realized right now is a really cool feeling for all of us.
I don't think I got a chance to ask you about your parents when we were down there and had a chance to talk a couple of weeks ago. Tell me about your relationship with them, and were they instrumental in getting you into the game?
Yeah. Especially my dad. My dad and my mom, they both wanted me to play baseball. But yeah, they were the two. Especially my dad. It was the one that introduced me into the game the most. And, like, helped me out to like kind of fall for the game.
Does he throw good batting practice?
Yeah, he used to. Like, he used to be my coach too for a little bit before I moved to a different city when I was like 14 to keep playing baseball.
Okay. And so just imagine what a day for them and for you. What do you think it was? What did they tell you? What was it that you did this spring that allowed you to make the team?
I mean, honestly, as all of you could say, I was just trying to do everything I could possibly do with my skill, you know, and like they were just really happy how I did everything. And like one thing that he really said about me was like he knew that I was gonna do a lot of the things I did, but he wasn't expecting that I was going to be as fast as I was. So I feel like that was one of the things, too, that he pointed out.
Well, take me back.
My running game.
Yeah, well, take me back a week or so here. We're talking to Julio Rodriguez. He just made the opening day roster for the Mariners. And again, I got to tell you, man, this city's going crazy right now for you. I'm just looking at social media. People are all over this. Just the level of excitement. Even in our building, we got guys who came over from the news station jumping up and down. They're really, honestly, the excitement here in Seattle is pretty amazing. But take me back. Scott Service, you had a tough day, right? You had the 3 strikeouts. You had a base running miscue. You have a play in the field that doesn't go your way, and Scott says afterwards that it was a learning day for you. What happens next? What was that night like into the next day?
Honestly, it was just the same thing. Next day, it was just a new day. I learned from my mistakes from the day prior to that, and just gonna like flip the page. That's just who I am, though. Like I just feel like that's where I base myself. Good or bad, I always try to learn from it. Just keep on moving forward. I don't get caught up in the moment, like with good games or bad games. I just try to keep moving forward. I like to take it every day at a time, one day at a time. So I feel like that's what happened with that day. I learned from it, and then as you can see from there up, I pick it up and just kept on going.
Well, and the next day you have this huge day, right? You score all 3 runs, you hit the inside the park home run, and obviously it was still on your mind a little bit, right? Because you said, "Hey, I picked up the third base coach this time, like I was supposed
to." For sure, though. But like, I just feel like it's in my mind, but I don't really let like that affect me or take over my personality or just who I am. I just keep being the same guy every time. And that's it, just flip the page and keep going.
I love the energy, man. When you came up, I mean, just seeing the look on your face and the fist pump and the yell after running around the bases for the inside the park home run, that's got to, I mean, have you ever done, is that your first inside the park home run?
That was my first one, like as a professional, yeah.
I got to tell you, and I probably shouldn't tell you this. People will tell me this is awkward, but my dad, who's 73 years old, plays senior men's softball, said he hit 3 inside the park home runs this year. So he wants to see at least 2 more from you, so to really show your skills.
I will try to catch up with him.
Okay.
I will try to catch up with him.
What is the feeling like when you connect like you did yesterday on an opposite field home run? How does that feel different than when you pull one to left field?
It feels really good, honestly. It feels really good. I feel like my favorite homers are always right center, to be honest with you. I feel like that's for a righty. I feel like normally you definitely see it, but I feel like it's more often to see like righties and all that just pull balls. I just feel like I'm somebody that like hitting the ball out everywhere on the field. I don't really like pulling the ball that much. I just feel like the way I view it, just hit the ball where she wants to be hit. So I said that earlier, and I feel like that's the best way to put it. That's the best way I put it in my head. Hit the ball where she wants to be hit.
Is it a different swing?
I just feel like I let the ball travel a little more, and I just kind of like follow through to that direction. That's the way I feel like that's the way it feels. I let the ball travel a little more deep into the zone, and I just kind of like drive it out of the way.
How have your teammates been? So you get this information this morning. What did your teammates have to say?
They're really happy, honestly. They're really happy for me. They're really happy for the work I did, and they really feel that I deserve to be on the team, though. So like it feels really good that they accept me for who I am, and like they accept my work too. It feels really good.
You feel already a part of this team?
Yeah, definitely. Since the first day that I was in spring training, I didn't know, but they definitely embraced me and they definitely allowed me to be myself. So that was really cool feeling for me. You know, being the young guy and like being accepted by everybody. Like everybody will talk to me in a normal way, not trying to put me down or anything. So it's a really cool feeling just to be around everybody here and the way that they treat me too.
It's so cool. I mean, if you had come up 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't like that, right? I mean, I'm sure you've heard the stories of veteran players who were really kind of mean to rookies and didn't show them that level of respect, really kind of forced them to prove it before they treated them like equals. And I think that would have been awful. I feel like that would have, it didn't necessarily get the best out of a young player.
Yeah, I just feel like that's not a really good thing to do because what goes around comes around, honestly. What goes around comes around. That's the way I view it. And I feel like if you treat somebody bad right now, you don't know what that player is going to be 10 years down the road. You don't know what you're going to be 10 years down the road. So I feel that level of respect that my teammates show me is really cool to me. I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be with every single one of them.
It's awesome. We sticking with 44? Is that going to be your number moving forward?
For sure, 44.
How'd you choose 44?
44 all day.
Why 44?
Honestly, I've said it before. So the number picked me. It was the first number I got as a professional in the instructional league down there in the Dominican Republic. I looked at a picture from my bag. That looked pretty good on my bag, so I decided to make history with it.
It works, man. You gotta be big enough, right? You gotta be wide enough to pull off those 2-4s. That's a wide number out there.
Yeah.
It's not 11.
Yeah, it's a big number.
Right. I mean, 11's a little thin guy. 44, you gotta hit some home runs with 44.
You got it.
All right, buddy. I appreciate
Hopefully I hit some of them.
Well, thank you for calling in, man. And at least 2 more have to be of the inside the park variety.
Okay. I will keep that in the back of my head.
Thank you.
Keep that.
That's very important. Julio, seriously, jokes aside, congratulations. What an incredible day for you, your family, for the Mariners organization, and for the city of Seattle. We're really proud and excited for you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, there you go. There is Julio Rodriguez, your newest Seattle Mariner, as he makes the opening day